0. Alright, so today we will discuss about the SBP, paper 1 for modern math. And this is the tri-paper for 2016. And yep, so, okay, let's start the question. The first question. Okay, so first thing, the question actually asks you to round off to 3 significant figures. So you just need to understand what, no matter how many zero you have at the front here, we doesn't count. If I say 3 significant figure, we calculate start from the number. So this one is your first, second, and third. Alright, this is how actually we calculate 3 significant figures. We don't count the number at the front. Okay? So if you understand that, so this is your first, second, and third. So I will stop at 0.0376. That's all. And then I will pay attention at the number at the back here. If this is 5 or more than 5, I will add one value to the front here. But then obviously this is 4, so it doesn't matter. So this one should be my answer. So which is donkey. Okay, significant figure, it should be very easy. Alright. And then for the second one, this one's, yeah, you can use calculator. If you know how to use calculator to do this. If you are not, yeah, maybe I can show you how to do manually. So this one is 7.28 multiplied 10 power of negative 15. If I want to change this one into 10 power of negative 15, so what I will do is, this is 4.3, right? This is multiplied 10 power of negative 17. So if I want to change this one to the 10 power of negative 15, what I will do is, I will move 2 places to the front here. So it actually becomes 0.043. Okay, this is how I change it. So if I want to change to 10 power of negative 14, I just move 3 places. So this one is basically becomes 0.043 multiply 10 power of negative 15. Since it's minus, then I will minus them. Yeah, the power will remain the same, 10 power of negative 15. And then minus, here's 0, right? Nothing here is 0, so I will borrow. Becomes 7, 10. So this one will be 7, this one will be 3, this one will be 2, this one will be 7 point. Yeah, this one should be how we do manually. If you do using calculator, I guess it's very easy. Yeah, actually I do provide private tuition for IG as well, but only in Klang Valley area. I mean, if you stay in some other stage, I cannot help. If KL and PJ should be okay. Okay, so the total population for the country N in the year 2011, so is 16.05 million. So it's given that the number who are 60 years old and above is 5.9% of total population. So calculate the number who are below 60 years old. So therefore 100%, we have 5.9%, which is the over 60 years old. Alright, so I want to know who are below 60 years old. That means I use 100% to minus, and I will get 94.1%. If my math is okay, I guess should be correct. Okay, so yeah, so therefore we have 90.1% of population who are below 60 years old. So therefore what I will do is I just use 16.05 million multiply 94.1%. So I want to know my population, then I will use the calculator to solve this kind of question. Yeah, so it should be not so bad. So 16.05 multiply 0.941. Alright, so I will get 15.1 million. So if 15.1 millions, so of course you have to know millions, basically we have how many zero? Millions, basically we have 6 zeros. So I say multiply 10 power of 6. Alright, so since I want to change in the standard form, I need to can only have one number in front of decimal, so it should be 1.51. So if I move front one decimal, so I have to plus 1 here. So it's just power of 7. So if I move back, so I just minus 1. Alright, you should understand about this thing. Alright, so yeah, then number 4 here is just plus, so I can do manually, or you can use calculator, definitely, no problem. So this is 1001011 base 2. So you have plus 1 plus 1 is 10. 1 plus 1 is 10. So you got 1. 1 plus 1 is 10. So 1 plus 1 is 10. 1 plus 1 is 10. 1 plus 1 is 10. Okay, so this one should be my correct answer. 1 with 100. So answer will be A. Alright, just need to know in base 2, 1 plus 1 equals to 10. Okay, if this is base 2. Okay, this is the logic. So, okay, so yeah, if you understand, you can do manually. No problem. Okay, number 5. They ask you to find the x power of 5. So you need to change this one into the base 10 first, and then you change into the base 8. So of course you can use calculator to do this if you want, but you can, since this is a live class, I'm going to teach you how to do manually. So of course you have to know their position. This is 10 power of 0, 10 power of 1. So this one is 10 power of 2. I mean, what am I saying? 2 power of 2. 2 power of 0, 2 power of 1, 2 power of 2, 2 power of 3, 2 power of 4, 2 power of 5, 2 power of 6. Okay, I will ignore all the 0 because I only care about 1. So I will have 1 2 power of 6 plus 1 2 power of 5 plus 1 2 power of 2. So if you know 1 multiply everything is 1, you can straight away write this as well. Then, yeah, use the calculator. This one should be 64 plus 32 plus 4. And then you should get 100. Yeah, it's a nice number. And then I want to change into the base 5. I will just divide 5. I use 100 divided by 5. 5, I get 20. Remainder is 0. I divide 5 again. I get 4. 4, 5, 20. Remainder 0. I divide 5 again. 4 cannot be divided by 5, right? So I can't divide. So here left 4. And then I read from bottom to the top. So this one called 400 base 5. So answer will be D. Alright, so yeah, just use the calculator. It's a lot easier, and then it's allowed during exam. Yes. So okay, this one. So if I have 1411 base 5, so you should know the first one, 5 power of 0, 5 power of 2, 5 power of 3, 5 power of 3. Okay, so this one is 5 power of 0, this one is 5 power of 1, this one is 5 power of 2, this one is 5 power of 3. So over here I have 1 5 power of 3, which is here. And then I have 4 5 power of 2, which is here. And then I have another 2n. Right, so I want to know my 2n basically is the rest of here. So yeah, just in case you didn't see the plus, so I focus on 2n. So over here, I will change into the base 10. If I change into the base 10, this one is 1 of 5 power of 1 plus 1 of 5 power of 0. So total you should be 5 plus 1, so it will be 6. 5 power of 0 is 1. Alright, so 2n is equals to 6, n is equals to 3. So answer will be C. Yes, there will be a live for MF tomorrow. I mean same time, 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. Yep. Alright, this one is a regular hexagon. Regular hexagon interior angle is 120-ish. If you want to know why, you just use 6 minus 2 multiply 180 over 6. This is the formula, n minus 2 multiply 180 over n. N you can assume is a number of angle of number of side. Both should be okay. So in this one you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you just substitute the 6 into that, you should get 120-ish. So since this is regular hexagon, means all the side is the same length, so you should able to understand if I write a 120 here, and then STR basically is an isosceles triangle. That means this angle and this angle will be the same. So I use 180 minus 120 divided by 2, I will get 30-ish. So same to here, if this is 120, here will be 30. Alright, so the whole angle here is 30 plus 20x plus 30. So 30 plus 20x plus 30 should equals to 120. So 20x is equals to 60, so x is equals to 3. Alright, so answer will be A. Okay, if you understand this one, it should be quite okay. Okay, so diagram 8 show a pentagon. Okay, it doesn't say regular pentagon, means it's not the side, it's the same length. Okay, so basically I guess this one is a pentagon, and then PQR is an isosceles triangle, and QRS is a straight line. This one is, I guess it's quite easy. This is 240, and then yeah, this one is just 180 minus 44 divided by 2. I guess you should know how to do this one, 68. So on the other side, this one should be 112, if not mistaken. Then since it's pentagon, I know the total interior angle should be 540. So I use 540 minus the rest, I will get x plus y. So 540 is basically equals to 112 plus x plus y plus 240 plus 72. So the question asked me to find what is x plus y. So I will move the other angle to the other side. It's just minus. Alright, so it's minus 112, minus 240, and minus 72. So I should get x plus y equals to 116. Okay, bonus mark. Alright, so yep, this one, okay, this one basically you will need to understand that. Okay, how to find an x? So first thing is you must know how the tangent point works. If I have a circle over here, and this point is my tangent, and if I have this is a tangent point, so I randomly sketch a triangle here, then you should understand something is this angle will same with this angle, and then this angle will same with this angle. Alright, so let me just shade it so at least you see the idea. This is how we use the tangent point to find a certain angle. Alright, so therefore we come to here. If this is 58, I know here will be 58. And this is double angle, I know here should be double of 58. So I will use 58 multiply 2. You should get 116 here. So this is radius, so it's the same length. So I can easily know this angle is basically 180 minus 116 divided by 2, because it's an isosceles triangle. So here is 32. And then you should know the whole angle here should be same with the x here, isn't it? So x is just 32. Alright, this one is a bit complicated. If you don't understand about this one, then there's no way you can solve this question. So yeah, so you must know how to do this. Okay. Diagram 10 show a figure drawn on the Cartesian plan. So the figure Q is the image of P. So this one is the image, and then this one is the object. I always love to find out which one is image and which one is object under a certain rotation. So definitely I know it's rotation. I try to find a rotation point among them. So what I will, if you want to find a rotation point, you will need to choose certain point. Yeah, is there any point is easier? Okay, let's say I choose this point and this point. Maybe I use red color, it's more obvious. Okay, now I want to find a center point. Means there's a point must be the same distance among them, and then between these 2 points you should be able to form the 90 degree. Eh? I didn't plus 10 just now. Yeah, I need to plus 10. What am I doing? Thanks for that. It should be 42. Yep, this one should be 42. Because 32 we need to plus 10. Yeah, because it's a total angle. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's 42. I just some kind of mistake. Alright, so therefore I know the center point should be A, because from the A to this point and A to this point here, first thing you can find out they are same distance, and then here is 90 degree. Okay, so yeah, if I find out one point actually can form the 90 degree, I will try to test with other point. So I try to choose maybe this point to this point. See whether from A I can form 90 degrees or not. So I will just try to connect them. It should seems like a 90 degree. Yeah, it is same length and 90 degree. So I know the sense. Now I know the center point is A. Okay, this is center point. All right. Okay, so, and then the question actually asks you, which of the point A, B, C, D is the image of R under the same rotation? So this one actually is clockwise. All right, so if you understand this one, from P to Q is clockwise, and then 90 degree, and then at the center A. At the center A. So from R here, I will just connect to the center, and then I want to rotate clockwise, means I will going down here. I want to rotate clockwise. So what I will do is I will basically get D. Do you see? I rotate clockwise here, so I actually get D. Okay, it's quite obvious if you understand. When is 180? So if you want to know about 180 normally it will be the straight line. For example, okay, this question answer is D. For example, let's say from D rotate to B. From D rotate to B, you see here is 180 degree, isn't it? So from D rotate to B, I mean D to B, it should be 180 degree. Clockwise or anti-clockwise, it doesn't matter. Because for 180 degree, you can say it is clockwise or you can say it is anti-clockwise. It doesn't matter. But then you should be able to actually skew out 180 at your center point. Okay, this is the crucial. Right, but then this one I just show you, the answer is still D. Right, so I will just continue and you can find out this phase is actually stuck there forever. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, this question is a little bit tricky because just now I trying to do this question and I got wrong because I didn't read carefully. But let me restart it a bit again because the phase is a bit annoying. Okay, so diagram 11 is show two straight lines PQ and RS drawn on the square grid. So RS is the image of QP. So RS is the image of QP is something very important. That means the image of R should be Q, and then image of S should be P. Because just now I thought RS is PQ. It's not the same. That means R and Q are related, and then S and P is related. Okay, because you say RS is the image of QP. Alright, so under enlargement. Okay, enlargement we know ABCD is the center. So we know center point always you can just connect the point to the point. So what I do straight is I actually trying to connect this point to this point. And then you should got D. You shouldn't get. Okay, let me use the apps here. Okay, so I try to connect this point to Q, and then I will do the same thing for connect this point to this point. I mean, yep. Yeah. Then I thought the answer basically is D. And then here I make a silly mistake because what? Q is not the image of S. So since Q is not the image of S, you cannot connect like this because you must connect the point to the point. So if you circle D, then you will be wrong, and same like me. So what you can do over here is, you have to connect the point to the point. And then here is the same thing. You have to connect the point to the point. Yes, then you can able to see the center point is B. Alright, this is a little bit tricky. You must read the question carefully. That means you have to know R is the image of Q and S is the image of P. This is something a little bit tricky. Yeah, so yes, definitely I will discuss about SBP paper, Modern Math paper 2 next week. I mean next Saturday. Same time. Okay, diagram 12 show a right angle triangle PQR. So basically they tell you something like this. Cos x equals to -half. So since it's not possible I can use this angle to actually do the sine cos tangent because there's no right angle triangle. So I will borrow this angle. But in what condition it can borrow? So if you want to borrow on the other side, you have to make sure both angle plus together is equals to 180. Okay, so definitely this x and x dot, or you can call it x prime, plus together is 180 because they are on the same straight line, then that means I can borrow. So cos x equals to negative 120. Of course, this one actually you can use calculator lah. I mean, yeah, if you have the calculator, 1/2, calculator should tell you this is 100. I teach you the easiest way lah, because I don't teach you too much. I mean, this is 120. So you know here is 120. So you know here will be 60 degrees. Yeah, do this way is easier. And then, since the question asks you to find the value of s. So since I see the answer, I must use s and t, something like that. So I will do tangent 60. Tangent is OA, so it will be s over t. So therefore, I know s is equals to t multiply tangent 60. Okay, this is how actually you got the value of s. Just t multiply tangent 60. Just do like this, it will be easier. And I guess this one actually is cloned from one of the past year. So sorry to join in late. Today celebrating Diwali. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I want to say this to all Indians, like happy Diwali. Yeah, even I didn't celebrate, but I have few Indian friends as well. Yeah, which of the following graph represents y equals to tangent x? So tangent x should be very easy. If I draw the tangent x, what I will do is I will actually draw this line, which is 90 degrees, and I will draw this line, which is 270 degrees. Tangent cannot touch at 90 and 270. Okay, so therefore my graph should from 0 go up to very close to this line, but I cannot touch the 90. And then come down from bottom, passing through 180 and get very close to 270, but I will not touch 270 because it will go up to infinity, and then come down from bottom, stop at 180. This is how the tangent graph will happen. Okay, so if this is x, this is y. Alright, so therefore, because the question actually have the pattern until okay, so I see this pattern, I know basically I only choose part of it until 180. So I choose this part, so answer obviously is it A? Yes, answer is A. Alright, so yeah, you need to memorize about how the tangent happen. Okay, so 14. Okay, diagram 14 shows a cuboid of a horizontal base PQRS, and K is the midpoint okay, of the QR, so that means both of these is the same length, and then T to U is 12 centimeter, and then from T to K is 9 centimeter. Okay, good. So since this is midpoint, here it will be 6 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Okay, calculate the angle between TK. I mean TK is the line crossed over here. This is the TK, and the plane RSTW. RSTW should be this one. Okay, now if the TK must have a shadow on TSRW, I have to imagine I will have a spotlight here. I have a spotlight here, and then the spotlight actually will give TK a shadow on the plane TSRW. So you should able to see the shadow line is this one, T to R. Okay, obviously because this one is crossed to the bottom. T is on the top, K is at the bottom. So actually it crossed to the bottom, so the shadow should be look like that. Then this one is my right angle triangle. I'm going to draw out the right angle triangle. Because T to R is on the plane, so it should be 90 degrees here. If you can't imagine, please try to imagine it. And then the angle between should be here. Okay, so this is my angle, and then I know this is 9 and I know this is 6. So I have opposite and hypotenuse, I'll use sine. So sine's angle equals to 6 over 9. Then I can move my sine to the other side. I should be able to get some angle. Shift sine 6 over 9. So I should know my angle is 41.81 degree. Okay, 41, so answer will be B. Okay. So let's move on to, yeah, it's hang again. Yep. Okay. KLM is a 3 point on the vertical pole. Okay, so you see the vertical here. J is a horizontal. J is a point horizontal to K. So the question trying to say tell you something that they are 90 degrees since it's horizontal. Okay, so angle elevation J from L is X. Alright, so let me find J from L. J from L, this is wrong because I say J from L, that means if this is J, this is L, the angle elevation should be here. Because I say the angle elevation is always with horizontal line. Always with the horizontal line. This one we call horizontal line. Okay, if you accidentally choose this angle, you know it's wrong because this line, this blue line is called vertical. In this topic, depression or elevation, you never choose vertical line. You always choose horizontal line. Alright, so you must make sure you have the horizontal line. Alright, so, and then J from L is X, J from L is X, this is Y, so this is wrong also. And then J from L, this one might be correct. And then this is vertical. See, it's actually using the vertical. Yeah, I cannot erase, it just make me a little bit frustrated, so I will just restart it. Yep, so the answer obviously is C. Alright, so yeah, because A, B, and D is wrong. What do I mean by vertical? Because you see from angle Y, for example, if angle Y here, actually he choose the vertical line. Whenever he choose this vertical line, is wrong. Okay, so same thing over here. You see, actually he choose the vertical line, so this is wrong. But then this is J from L is X, he choose Y, so this is wrong. Yeah, some student thinks the clockwise thing is wrong, it's anti-clockwise. Am I do something wrongly just now? This one, Q is the image of P. Yeah, this is clockwise what? I mean from P to Q is clockwise. Yeah, so from R, you want to clockwise, you're going down, isn't it? So answer should be D. It's not anti-clockwise. Okay, let me just move on to this one. Okay, Jn and Ln is two towers on the horizontal plane. So given that Jk is half of Lm, obviously. Okay, Jk is equal to Lm. Okay, yeah, and then it's half of mm. Yeah, you can see here got 4 grid. Here actually have 2 only, so it's half. Okay, so the angle elevation J from N from J is 38. So I will actually try to draw the elevation. So I will connect J to N first, and then I draw my horizontal line. I always need to draw this one by myself. This is 38. So basically, I will need to find the height because the question asked me to find L to N. So I can find M to N first. Alright, then only I find the rest. So I know here is 50 meters. So I will use tangent. Because tangent is OA. Tangent equals to MN over 15. Because opposite is just MN over 15. So I can know the MN easily. It's just 15 multiplied tangent 38. So my MN is actually equals to 11.71. Since the question tell me this one over here is half of NN, so I will just divide 2 for this one, divide 2, so I know here should be, from M to L should be 5.86. This one is 11.71. So now if you ask for total, you basically plus 11.71. You should be able to get 17.56. Yeah, actually it's 5.8 lah. I guess it's some round off issue. Yeah. But if I do it myself, actually after I got this answer, after I got 11.71, I know this one actually is 1, 2, 3, 4. Total I have 6, right? So basically, I just do something like divided by 4 multiply 6. Then I can actually get the correct answer easily also. Divide 4 multiply 6. Yeah, then I can get something like, am I do something wrong? Why is so not accurate? Because here get 5, 8. Let me type again. Tangent 38 multiply 15. Yeah, because this is 7, 2. It's not 7, 1. This one should be 7, 2. Because I have to round off. And then divided by 2. Yeah, this one should be 8, 6. Yeah. Okay, so if you understand, then it should be good. Okay, so diagram 17, the point JKL are on the horizontal plane. JKL is equilateral triangle. It's a good news here because everything is 60 degrees here. Because it's equilateral triangle. Means segitiga sama sisi. Okay, so bearing of point L from K. So I will need to do the bearing. So I will draw the north over here. Draw the north here. Because the question actually L from K. That means the question basically asks about this angle. Okay, so yeah, you should know L from K mean angle at K there, and mean from the north of the K corner until you see the line KL. Alright, so it's quite simple if you understand, because these two lines is parallel. If these two is parallel, here is 55, here should be 180 minus 55, which is 125. Alright, so this is one circle, so I can use 360 minus the rest to actually get the answer. So it should be 360 minus 125 minus 60. So it should be 175, which is the bearing. Yeah, 175, which is C. Alright, so let's move on to question 18. Okay, N is the North Pole and S is the South Pole and OS is the axis of the Earth. It doesn't say anything there. So find location of Q. Okay, so from the diagram here, since this is equator, any point on the equator itself, the latitude is 0. So I must start with 0 and then comma my longitude. Alright, so since this is this line is 30E, and then I move 50 degree to the west. I move 50 degree to the west to actually reach my Q. So I will just draw out this line. This is 30E. And then I move 50 degree to the west. I move 50 degree to the west. So you see the arrow, you know where is west. So when you move 50 degree to the west, east to the west is minus, right? So you move 30 degree. If you move 30 degree, you reach 0. So then you move another 20. Because here is 30 degree, you will reach 0. Because 30 minus 0, 30 minus 30 is 0. Then you move another 20, right? So this is 20 west. Okay, so yeah, so answer is C. Quite easy. This is 20 west. Yeah, make sure you understand about the logics of the Earth's question. Okay. Yeah, this one is a little bit complicated, but if you're good in factorization, then it should be okay. Okay, let me just solve this one for you. So the first thing, these two terms at the front here, I factorize out 3x. I get x plus 1. And then for the next two terms here, I factorize out negative y. I take out negative y. So I basically get x plus 1. And then from here, you will find out here have x plus 1 and here have x plus 1. So I factorize out x plus 1. So if I factorize out x plus 1, so here actually you left 3x. And then, here you left 3x. And then here if I factorize out x plus 1, you left minus y. Okay, this is how we do the factorization. So if you can't do this factorization, you might feel a little bit confused for you. And then now I find something very similar, 3x minus y and 3x minus y, I simplified. So I left x plus 1 over 2. So x plus 1 over 2, so the answer will be D. Okay, so it's not too bad. Alright, so this one is sort of the same thing. So of course you have to know m squared minus 1. Basically is m squared minus 1 squared. This one is m plus 1, m minus 1. Alright, so you have to know this one. So because what I want to do here is I want to make them have the same denominator. So this is m squared minus 1. So I say m squared minus 1 equals to m plus 1, m minus 1, right? Since you have m minus 1 already, I will multiply with m plus 1. I multiply with m plus 1. Okay, now, yeah, the bottom is the same now. Now they are the same. Alright, so I can simplify the bottom, become n squared minus 1. So 2 I multiply for both. This is 2m plus 1m is 3m plus 2. So the answer should be B. Okay, so question 18, can you explain again? Sure, definitely. Okay, let me just explain question 18 again. Okay, so for question 18, okay, you have to understand something is like, I guess the zero part, all of you should be able to understand the zero part. So because it's on the equator, latitude is 0. This one is very common. So I want to explain about P move to Q. So let's say this one, P is somewhere here. It doesn't matter, P is somewhere here. Okay, this is P. And this one is 30 east. Then you have to understand something is how the angle move. If I move 20 degree to the east, what happens if, imagine 30 east, if you move 20 degree to the east move to the east, you plus, become 50 east. Correct or not? So if I move 50 degree to the east, so this one is just plus again, you got 80 E. Because move east, because here is east, you move to the east. Now, but the question actually move 50 degree to the west. So if going to the west, I'm going to move 50 degree to the west. Of course, I know basically move to the west, I should minus. But if you use the 30 minus 50, yeah, it's a bit confusing. You get negative 20. A lot of students don't understand this. So what I want you to imagine is, where is the Greenwich meridian, which is the 0 for longitudes. So that means, what I will do it here is, I will move 30 degrees first. 50 is 30 plus 20. Everyone know that. So if I move 30 degrees to the west, then I will get 0. So 0 here, this one is Greenwich meridian. Because Greenwich meridian, the angle for longitude is 0. But then I want to move 50 degrees. So I will need to move another 20 degrees. So another 20 degrees. From Greenwich meridian, we go to the west 20 degrees. We call it 20 west. Okay, this is how I get 20 west. And if I say 20 west, means the whole line here is 20 west. Any point on this line, the longitude is 20 west. And Q is on this line. So Q is 20 west. I hope you can understand. If you still cannot, then you might need to go back to the very basic. Yeah, you can buy some reference book. Yeah, I recommend you to go for a Plangi one. They have some step-by-step guide on the Earth thing. It's quite easy to understand. I normally use that book to guide my student. Yeah, if still do not understand, it's a bit troublesome for me. Okay. Let me just explain one more time because a lot of students still cannot understand. Okay. Let me go back to the very basic. Okay, in the Earth here, I guess I will need to draw Earth out here. We have one line. This line we call Greenwich meridian. Greenwich meridian is 0 degree for longitudes. You should have longitudes and latitude. Okay, if you don't understand what is longitude, longitude is something to do with east and west. Or if you learn Malay, it's Timur to Barat or something like that. Okay, it's 0 degree for longitude. And we have a 0 degree for latitude, which we call equator, which is this one. This one is called equator. Equator is 0 degree for latitude. If you don't understand what is latitude, it doesn't matter. Latitude is something controlled with north and south. Okay, now Q is located on latitude, so therefore it's 0 degree. Now we come back to the longitude first. Let's say we have a longitude over here. This is Greenwich meridian. Greenwich meridian is 0 degree. So from 0 degree here, if we go 80 degrees to the east, so this line we actually call 80 east. It's very easy because it is 0, right? If you go east, means 80 east. If you go 50 degrees to the west, from Greenwich meridian here, the whole line we actually call 50 west. Of course, this line is 2D. So let me change it into 3D. So that means let me draw a middle line first. Okay, that means if here to here, if 80 degree, if here to here is 80 degree here, the middle here is 80 degree. Do you see the 80 degree? If here is 80 degrees, this is from Greenwich meridian to 80 degree. So the whole green line here we call 80 east. Okay, if to the west, let me use this one. And let's say here to here is 50 degrees. Let's say here the whole thing here is 50 degrees. Let's say here is 50 degrees. From Greenwich meridian, now you see I move 50 degrees to actually to the west. So the whole line here we call 50 west. Okay, you have to understand the logic of this one. So if you understand this logic, then we come back to this question. So this line is 30 east. So 30 east, if I move 30 degree, because here is 50 degree, total is 50 degree, I move 30 degree here, I reach Greenwich meridian. But then I will need to continue move another 20 degree. So therefore this one it should be, because here is another 20 degree. If I separate it, it should be 20 and 30. So this one is basically 20 west. Okay, so if you still cannot understand, then I can't help. Yeah, this one actually is very basics. So yeah, if you still cannot understand, not to say I can't help, maybe you can go to actually watch my introduction to the Earth video. I have it in my YouTube channel. Okay, this one I guess we got it just now, is B. Okay, because it's 3m plus 2 over m squared minus 1. Okay, so this one is considered quite tough. I mean, in algebra thing, I do so many algebra, this one considered quite tough. Okay, they ask you to ask in terms of u and r. First thing, I move the square root to the other side, it becomes square. So this one is just u square r square equals to equals to SR over S plus R. Because I want to make S as a subject, now you have the problem because you have two S here. So I will need to actually join them together and factorize them. So I move the S to the other side. It becomes S plus R multiply U square R square equals to SR. So when I will multiply into the both here. So I will actually get S U square R square plus U square R cube equals to SR. And then I want to group the SR together. So I will actually move whatever thing I have the S at the one side, don't have the S, I'm going to throw to the other side. So that means the whole thing here, I move to the other side. So I will actually get negative U square R cube here. And then this one is U square R square minus SR. So what happened is, I will factorize out the S, and then I get U square R square minus R equals to negative U square R cube. Because the question asked me S in terms of U and R, that means I want to make the S as a subject. So I move this thing to the other side, it becomes divide. Okay, so I sort of correct already, but then I will need to simplify this equation because I couldn't find my answer. So what I will do is, at the bottom here, I factorize out the R. This is U square R minus 1. At the top here, I will remain here U square R cube. And R I simplify, I left square. And I still don't have the answer because there's no negative at the bottom, at the top here. So I multiply negative for top and bottom. So if I multiply the negative So this one is become positive, u square, r square. So the bottom, basically, this one will become negative, this one become positive. So I get 1 minus u square r. So yeah, you should be able to get the answer, which is C. So therefore, I say this question is quite tough. Yeah, if you are not good in algebra, you might be a bit confused on how to do. Because you have two s here, you need to actually, yeah, I would say this process here, this step to this step is very important. Because you have to group whatever have the s together and then you factorize out them. Okay? So let's move on to 22. Alright, this one is not too bad. Can you show me? Yes, actually, maybe later I can share you the link here, or you just go to my YouTube channel and then you type Earth. You just type Earth in my YouTube channel, you should be able to get the video easily. Okay, this one. Let me show one of the common mistakes for this question. A lot of students, they will actually do this common mistake. It's because they actually see the divide tree here. And then what they do is they actually they move the 3 to the other side, become multiply. Then they do something like this. Negative 6, 5 minus m. And then they will continue. M minus 4 equals to negative 30 plus 6m. And then they will actually get 5m equals to 26, something like that. And then they will get m equals to 26 over 5. And then they will actually get the answer A. And then they will got the whole question wrong. So because what? Because why this is wrong? Why I cannot move the 3 to the other side? Because the 3 over here is only for m. It's not for the 4 here. Unless this over is the whole thing like this. Then, yeah, what you do is correct. Means the over 3 is for m and for negative 4. But in this case, it is not. So you cannot straight away move the 3 to the other side. Do like this is wrong. Okay, so the easiest way I will do is, since I see the divide 3, what I will do is I multiply 3 for every single one. So I multiply 3 here and I multiply 3 here. And 3 and 3 I simplify. I left an m here. Negative 4 multiplied 3 is negative 12. And this one is something very important here. You don't multiply negative 2 into here and multiply 3 at the same time. You only multiply one of it. So I will multiply 3 to the negative 2 enough. So I will get negative 6, 5 minus m. Okay, then I solve this one. I get negative 30 plus 6m. Then 6m minus 1m is 5m. This one, positive 30 minus 12 is 18. So m is 18 over 5. So answer is B. Okay. Yeah, I do have the video for integration and differentiation in my YouTube channel as well. You can please go to check it out. Okay, so yeah, this one is indices. So I will just expand it. I got 3 power of 8. Divide actually means the power is minus negative 3. So it just, what's, it's so simple. 3 power of 11. I mean D. Okay, then simplify this one. Of course, you have to know the power of 1 over 2 is for all 3 terms here. So it's 4 power of 1 over 2, E6 power of 1 over 2, and F4 power of 1 over 2. Alright, you should know this. Okay, then 4 power of 1 over 2 is basically equals to 2. This is square root 4. I say power of 1 over 2 is same meaning with square root. So this is square root 4, this is 2. 2 and 8 I simplify, I left a 4 here. This one gone. Alright, then this one is E power of 3. This one is F power of 2 over 4EF negative 1. Okay, so and then E and E I simplify, I left 2. F2 divide mean minus negative 1. Basically you get F3. So it's E2 F3 negative positive, right, over 4. So your answer should be A. Okay, so let me just move on to this one. Okay, this one you will need to solve this one. This is A plus 2P bigger or equals to 8P minus 2. I will group the P together. and then group the two number together. This is 10, this is 6p. So p is basically less or equals to 10 over 6. So p is less or equals to 10 over 6, which is 5 over 3. Less or equals to 5 over 3, answer is B. Okay, it's hang again, so yep, so I will close it and open it again. Okay, this is B. Okay, list all the integers of x to satisfy this one. So you find out in this question you have two inequalities in both. So if you have A inequality B inequality C, what you need to do is you have to form one equation using this and form the other equation using this. That means you have something like A is less or equals to B, and then B is less than C, something like this. And then you solve it. So what I will do is I will do exactly like this. So I have x minus 2 over 5 less or equals to 3x minus 1. Alright, so then I group the x in one side minus x, and then I group the number to the other side. So this is 3 over 5 is 2x. So x is 3 over 10. Then I will do the same thing for the other side. So this one I say 3x minus 1 less than 7 plus x. And then I group x one side, and then I group the number the other side. So it's 2x less than 8, x is less than 4. So that means x must be between 4 and 3 over 10. So this one is basically 3 over 10, change to decimal is 0.3. And then you should have 0, 1, 2, and 3, because cannot include 4. So you should have stopped at 3. But then the question actually asks you list all the integer. If the question asks you list all the integer, I guess 0 is not considered as an integer. So the answer basically is C. Yeah, because 0 is a neutral number. Because integer we actually says about positive integer and negative integer. Okay, so I guess 0 is not the integer, but I'm not 100% sure. So it just give me few seconds. I try to Google it because I'm not sure if 0 is considered is integer. It's a number can be written without a fraction component. So the set of consists of 0, the neutral number called the whole number. The set of integer consists of 0, the neutral number, blah 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 blah. Yeah. If 0 was not in the sets of integer, then the integer would not have an additive or subtractive word identified and would not fulfill its original purpose to be closed. Integers are the number which consists both negative and positive. So hence 0 is contains in the sets of integers. So yeah, there's some argument here. Yeah, some actually say 0 is the integer, some actually say that 0 is not the integer. But if you ask my opinion, I guess 0 actually should be the integer. So is it wrong for A? Yeah, because I actually have the marking scheme here, 26. 26, the marking scheme here actually say is C here. But I'm wondering, they say C because 0 is not the integer, because I just do some Google, actually 0 they consist as a, because some websites actually say 0 is the neutral number. They actually say that this is nature number or neutral number. So, but in this case, I will consist 0 as an integer as well. So I will choose A. Even the answer is C, but I will still choose A. A, yeah, you got me correct. Oh, no wonder. Yes, I'm failed in number line. Yes, so therefore we don't have the 0. I thought this is negative 0.3. My brain is just doesn't work so well. Okay, let me do some number line here. Yeah, so its answer is C, is correct. Because what? 0.3 is here. So must bigger or equal to 0.3. So we start from here to 3 only. Yeah, so it will be 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, 0 is definitely is an integer maybe. Yes, thanks for Anson for reminding me that. Okay, so yeah, if you got it, then move on to 27. Okay, so table 27 shows the score obtained by the group of students in the mathematics quiz. So you have score from 0 to 7. So find the value of x. If the median score is 4, find the values of x. Find the value of x if the median score is 4. So I know here should be the median. So median must be the middle. So total here, 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus, it should be 9 numbers. So I have 9 number here. And then I have certain number of 4 here. I should have certain number. And then here actually I only have 7 number. So it's not balanced. I cannot make 4 as a median. So I have to make sure here have at least 2 4 here. Here must have 4 4. So if here is double 4 plus this 4, so you total you have 3 4, then 4 is a median. Because here is 9 number, here is another 9 number, then we know median definitely is 4. This is the logic. So in order to get the 4 is 3 number, at least 3 number. So yeah, so I can say it's 3 number. So I must get the whole thing here is equal to 3. So I'm trying to do x minus 2 is equal to 3. So x is equal to 5. So the answer is D. Yeah. So yes. So thanks for that. So yeah. So I hope you can understand the median meaning. Median is a middle number. Alright, diagram 28 is a pie chart showing the color of t-shirt chosen by a number of students. So you have red color, you have yellow, you have blue. The 18 students chosen the yellow t-shirt. So 60 degree here actually means yellow. So yellow have 18 students here. Okay, so it's not degree, it's student. So find the number of students who choose a red shirt. So I want to know about total. So I know the total, let's say total I use T. Total multiply 60 degree over 360 degree, I should get 18 students. So I can know the 18 student is 18 multiply 6. You simplify this equation, you should know total is 108 students. Now the question actually asks you to find the red color. So red color, the degree here is 360 minus 60 minus 190. So it's 110. So I use the total 108 multiply 110 over 360. Then I should be able to get my correct answer, which is 33 students, which is red color. Okay, so yeah, it's quite easy if you understand the pie. The whole pie basically is, yeah, it's 360. 28. Okay, so is that okay? Because total here you should divide by total. But total is 360 degree because this is pie chart. Okay, so let me move on. 29. Table 29 shows the distribution of the score of group of students, okay, for the mass test. Alright, so this is a cumulative frequency. They ask you to find the mean. Mean we cannot use the cumulative frequency, so I will actually do a frequency by myself. I will call this one as a frequency. Maybe I write on the top here, I call here as frequency. So frequency, the first one is 2. Then you use this one minus the first one. So 3 minus 2 is 1. 5 minus 3 is 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. 10 minus 8 is 2. This is frequency. So my total frequencies should be 2, 5, 5, 8, 10. Nice number. And then since I want to find a mean, I know mean basically is sum of fx over sum of f. This one is my x, so I will just do some multiply for fx. So mean 2 multiplied with 1 is 2. 2 multiply 1 is 2, 2 multiply 3 is 6, 3 multiply, this is 12, this is 10. Then I do the sum of fx here, I mean all plus together. Here is 10, 20, 32. So I just substitute into here, 32 divided by 10. So the mean is 3.2, so it's B. Okay, so you must know how to get frequency from the cumulative frequency. Okay, and it's hang again. Let me just finish this one. Alright, this one they actually do P plus Q is a little bit funny. Not to say funny, a little bit different. Okay, so what I will do is I will substitute these two coordinates. Okay, this coordinate is called 0, 8, and this coordinate is called -2, 0. I just substitute both of these coordinates into the equation. So when this is x, this is y. So when y is 8, my x is 0, 0 power of 3. So my p is 8. So I got my p. Alright, so then I will do the same thing to substitute -2, 0, 0 as y, and my x is -2q. And I got my p. My p is 8 on the top there. This one is -8q. So it's just -8q. Okay, it's hang there. So it don't let me erase. So I know 8q equals to 8. Q equals to 1. So question asks p plus q. So that means 8 plus 1. So answer should be 9. Alright, so yep, answer is 9. And it hangs. So we still have last 10 questions. So yeah, and I'm starving right now. I hope I can end this class faster and go to have my dinner. Okay, so this question is 9. So you just substitute the coordinate into the equation. So it should be very easy. Alright, then we do 31. Okay, which region ABCD is represented by that one? Alright, so interesting. P intersect R. This is everything. P intersect with R. And then intersect with Q complement, means outside of Q. Outside of Q, that means cannot include Q. This is Q, isn't it? So outside of Q should be here only. Mean outside Q here. So the answer should be B. Because C is including the Q already. Outside of Q, so answer is B. So yeah, you should understand, you should carefully to see the dot there, the prime there. Is basically is a complement, mean outside of it. Alright, so yes, so I actually will eat dinner after this, but I'm so hungry right now. Maybe just use too much of brain. I'm kidding. Alright, so let's have a look here. This is the Venn diagram and universal set which total employee. Yeah, so it's in the whole rectangle here is total, and M is actually is an employee who have the motorcycle, and K is the employee who have car. I guess K stands for character in Malay. So total number of M is 44, number of K is 36, and total is 85. So the number of employees who have car only is 28. So that means 28 is here. But I know total number of car is 36, isn't it? So therefore I can use 36 to minus 28. I get that 8 is somewhere on the middle. Because total plus together must equal to 36. Alright, this is the idea. So math is 44, means the whole circle here is 44. But this part you have 8 already, so you have to use 44 minus 8 to actually get this part is 36. Alright, so the question says the total is like this, is 85. So I want to know whatever number is outside there, because does not have motorcycle or car. So that means they want to find what is the number outside. Just use 85 minus 36 minus 8 minus 28. Mean you minus all the number, so you get the outside is 13. So you have 13 of employees do not have motorcycle and do not have car as well. So yeah, so the answer is 13. Yeah, you should know how to actually solve the outside. Alright, just use 85 to minus whatever number inside your set. Okay, so you just minus 36, minus 8, minus 28. Something like that lah. Alright, so let's move on to 33. State the x-intercept of the line who passing through this one. Whenever I see 0 at the first place and this line is -7, I know this is C equals to -7 because this is y-intercept, isn't it? Because if you draw out the y-axis, 0, -7 is on the y-axis. So this is y-intercept, so it's C. Have the gradient 1/2. So I straight away can write out y equals to mx+c. x plus c. Now they want to now the question want me to find x-intercept. Whenever I see x-intercept, I know y equals to 0. Because whatever thing on the x-axis, the y is definitely equals to 0. Some x0, so this point is something like x1, 0. The y is always equals to 0. So this is something very important. I make y equals to 0. So I get half x equals to 7, x equals to 14. Alright, so I get 14. Wait, where do you get A? Where do I get A? You means, oh, the A actually, because the question says car only is 28. But the whole number, the total set of car is 36. So I use the 36 minus 28, then I get A. Because the 28 here actually means the employee who use car only. The 8 here means use the car and motorcycle at the same time. So this is how I get the number of A. Okay? So let's move on to 34. Okay, so you have the equation, definitely. 3y equals to negative kx plus 24. And then we have a ratio here. OE is ratio 3 or 4. This is ratio 4, this is ratio 3. Ratio 3 represents 6 units. So you know 3 ratio 4 here. This one is 6, so I know this one should be 8. Because what? This one go into here is times 2. So this one go into here is times 2 as well. So I know total here should be 8. So E here is 8. Okay, so I have x-intercept and y-intercept. I know I can use the gradient to actually find the value of k. So what I will do is, I will change this one into the y equals to mx plus c. So I divide 3 for both, for all. So therefore I got my gradient. This is my gradient. Okay, so gradient for the straight line, the formula is negative y-intercept over x-intercept. So negative y-intercept over x-intercept. So I just solve this one. I should get k equals to 8 over 6 multiply 3, 4. Okay, it's negative and negative I cancel out already, so I get 4 only. Alright, I hope you basically understand that. Alright, so 35. In a football club, so there's 21 students who have straight hair. If the student chosen at random from the club, the probability that the student who has the straight hair is the 3 over 5. Okay, if 5 new students with the straight hair enter the club. Okay, so if the student chosen from the random state, the probability the student chosen have the curly hair. Alright, in this case, we have to assume the student is either curly hair or straight hair. There's no other type of hair. If not, that's unsolvable. Alright, so let me call total. So I do not know what is the total. But I know total, if I multiply the straight hair one, which is 3 over 5, I should get 21 students. This is the purpose of the probability, right? So straight hair, the probability of straight hair is 3 over 5. So therefore, I can use total to minus the probability, then I get the total number of straight hair. So you should understand the logic of probability. Then I will do this one. So I know total is 35 students. So number of sample space in this case is 35 students. So I have total 35 students here. Now something very interesting here. So my number of straight hair students is 21. Now the question actually tell you the 5 new students with the straight hair join the group. So 21 will plus 5. Definitely total will plus 5 as well. You should understand that. So now I have my new total number. My new total number now is 40 students, and my new straight hair student is basically 26 students. So I have to assume the curly hair. Curly hair is total minus straight hair, which is 14. Because now the question asks me to find the probability of curly hair. So I will use number of curly hair divide number of sample space, which is total. So I have 14 over 40. So I simplify is 7 over 20. So answer is C. Alright, because if you assume there's some other type of hair, there's no way you can solve this one. Okay, so yes, so let me move on to 36. Table 36 shows the type of car bought by 60 buyer in the month of April. So I know the sum of all these numbers should equal to 60. This is the logics. So I will just do m plus 24 plus q plus 10 equals to 60. Then I know m plus q plus 34 equals to 60. So m plus q is basically equals to 26. Alright, this is the first information I have from the diagram. Alright, so if a buyer chosen random from the group, the probability of Honda buyer is 1 over 4. So 60, I have 1 over 4 is Honda buyer, which is 15. So therefore, I know Honda buyer is equal to 15. Since m is equal to 15, so 15 plus q equal to 26. Q is just equals to 11. It's very easy. So you have to understand how to find a Honda buyer or something like that. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to 37. Okay, so the payment for cutting glass varies directly. So I guess the payment is varies directly as the area of the piece of land. Alright, area. So I write into the equal, add a constant k into it. Alright, this is variation topic. So given that the payment of cutting the glass of 480 meters square, so this area is 80 ringgit Malaysia. So I can get a k equals to 1 over 6. So therefore, I get my equation p equals to 1 over 6 area. Payment is, the relationship between the payment and area is 1 over 6. So now they ask about how much you need to pay to the worker for 330 meter of class, 3,300 meter of class. So this is 3300, then I can get my payment just by solving this one, 3300 divided by 6. So I need to pay RM 550. So answer will be C. Okay. Yup, so yeah, 34, 24. What is that? Oh, it's stuck for a while. Seems we have some question from my YouTube viewer. Yeah, YouTube student, any problem? Question 35. Teacher, 35 isn't it 21 divided by 3 over 5? Yes, you mean how do I actually get 35? Yeah, if I get the 35 is 21 divided by 3 over 5. Yes, exactly. This is how I get 35. Or you can do something like this. This is 21 multiply 5 over 3. So you multiply 5 over 3, you simplify, you get 7. 7 multiply 5 is 35. Okay, this is how I get 35. Okay, and then yeah, some question from Swat, but I don't get it. But anyways, let me just continue to question 38. Okay, so for question 38 here, W is varies directly, so we add a k as a square root of p, and inversely as a square of q square. Alright, so given that W equals to 4 over 5, k is unknown, square root of 64 and 5 square. Express W in terms of p and q, simple. We just solve this one first. So this one, 25 I move here is just multiply 25, and square root of 64 is 8. So I will simplify, I get 5, this is 20 equals to, so I move the 8 to the other side So my k basically equals to divide 4, 5 over 2. So then I substitute back my k into here. Okay, so W equals to 5 over 2 square root of p over q square. And you definitely won't find the answer. So I will just separate them. Yep, I will just separate them. Because yeah, you don't get the answer here. So I will say this is 5 over 2 square root p divided by q square. So divided by q square, divide I will change into the multiply. This is q over 1, so it becomes 1 over q square. So this is 5 square root p over 2. So you just get 5 square root p and then over 2q square. So you should get the answer, which is B. Okay, so if you get the idea, this one should be quite simple. Yeah, this is variation. Variation, you always need to add a constant k on the top. Yeah, you can go to check out my variation topic. You just go to my YouTube channel and type variation. I guess I make the 1 or 2 video about that. It's stuck, so I'm going to close and open it again. Then we go to the 39. Okay, this one is quite simple. Since I want to find an n, so I will actually choose one of it. Maybe I choose the first number with the first number with the first number. So negative 4, 2 multiplied negative 3n is negative 6n equals to a. So 6n equals to negative 4 minus a. So 6n equals to negative 12, n equals to negative 2. It's very easy. Okay, so, yep, just like this, just like this. Okay, question 40, I guess the erase this one just equals to f. Alright, so I will just do some multiplication. This is horizontal, multiply vertical. Alright, so what I will do is 5 I will multiply with f plus 2 plus f I will multiply with negative 2 will equals to f. Alright, then I solve this equation. So I get 5f plus 10 minus 2f equals to f. So 5f minus 2f is 3f. Plus 10 equals to f, so 2f equals to negative 10, f equals to negative 5. Alright, just like this, very easy. Then we're done about the class today before 10. Yup. Is there anything you couldn't understand? Yeah, if you don't have, I guess that's all for class today. Why you cancel the 15? Okay, because this is not I cancel. I guess this is what the teacher cancel one. It's not I cancel one, because this question I did it before. If I add a 15 plus, I don't get any answer from here. So I just cancel out the 15 plus. So first thing, as usual, I will stop the screen recording.